Welcome, adventurers from this plane and beyond, to Camaraderie and Shenanigans. And for the first time in quite some time, the whole party's here.
The gang's all
Maximum
here.
levels of
And that's how
camaraderie.
it's gonna stay.
And maximum levels of shenanigans as well.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe we wore the Chewbacca shirt, and this is the one time you don't make the noise.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
We're so happy Lauren's back with us.
Yay,
And
I'm
we
so
have
happy
everyone
to be
together
back.
again. It's
Lauren,
been
come
far too long. But yeah. No further
Anemones.
anemones. No further announcements tonight. So, without further ado, feel free to sit back, relax, grab a snack,
And
get
shenanigans.
ready for camaraderie
Shenanigans.
and shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Like, you know what? No.
Well, okay then.
There was no confirmation on it, so
I thought there was.
no. I was like, Paul suggested, and no one said anything. So,
Always prepared.
We're arguing.
No
Classic.
context. We don't care what Paul thinks.
boom.
Just like my parents.
No.
No, your dad's fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's your
Oh, yeah.
grandpa that's a real J-hole.
Well, watch yourself.
J-hole.
Oh, wait, in the game.
Oh, hold on. Fuck the game. What the fuck's a J-hole?
A jackhole.
Oh, that's much clearer.
Okay, back to the game. So many more questions.
Name one of those anatomical dioramas and just point to where the jackhole is.
Nope, don't do that. Let's play this game instead.
I don't think we
Anyway.
can put that on Twitch.
Where's the jackhole?
As long as you don't draw nipples on it, that's
On the
fine.
dragon, the jackhole's like.
Okay. Anyways.
Previously, on our group's adventures, you had found yourself in a tense conversation with Nesta's new father, Zeeg, who revealed
Zaddy.
quite a bit of his background, along with Victor's and Donaldan's background as well, revealing that they were part of a group known as the Wardens of the Woven Vault.
I really like that name.
I do too.
The group has established themselves as keepers and protectors of evil or powerful items locked away for safekeeping, away from the world and individuals who would seek to misuse these.
Republic.
Whoa.
Whoa. We might need to bleep
But
that out.
I agree with her.
It's got really hot in here.
Just got truthful.
Because we're in a 10 by 10 space.
Yeah. Where the fuck was I?
He left off.
You were explaining the vault.
Yes.
Vault.
With Ryland, the leader of the vault, believing that maybe there was a traitor in the midst, developed a plan, creating a group of keys, about 5 of them, one for each member, excluding himself, though lying and saying that he had one himself to bait out said betrayer.
Got him.
The individual revealing themselves to be Victor, and in the process of this betrayal was caught in the lie and trap. It is believed that Victor's simulacrum is still out there, wandering around, looking for the remaining sigils. After the rest of the group left, Caius was held behind and offered a little bit more information, believing that Victor probably doesn't watch him that often, revealing that in total there were 5 sigils, one for each member, excluding Ryland, and that the sigil of protection in the guard of Zeeg is the prize of the Big Yikes.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
Candy.
With all of this information in hand, Wolfgang got into a bar fight.
Right, that did happen right after
It
that.
happened like immediately after.
I was very drunk.
You were very drunk. But ultimately,
I think I might have a problem.
came out on top.
I did. With 2 HP left, by the
With
way.
2 HP remaining.
Who'd you fight?
Some dude.
Some dude.
It
And we
was like
made
a half orc.
bank on it.
Yeah. Making a good chunk of money.
They actually made some
And-
really good
yeah.
money on
Ending your evening and passing out. You woke up the next morning with a reward from Mookie, a good chunk of gold, and the offer of establishing a guild foregoing the payment to apply.
Registration.
The registration fee, yes. Grouping together, you met with Paula, who seemed to be in a tizzy, working herself rampant over the upcoming festival now that is officially on. The group returned her basilisk fangs, bartered a few more deals, claimed your 10% off, and being outside of her shop, 3 of you head off to the Temple of the Prismatic Knight. Nesta, Frogdan, wow, I almost called you Doubledan, and Wolfgang.
That's my father.
Doubledan's my father. I'm just Dobbs.
Actually,
Jobs.
I stayed behind in the shop for 10 minutes while they all argued about the name of the guild.
That's true.
And discuss the
Yeah.
spell.
Obsidian Winds, obviously, my name.
Of course.
With the group
Is that your thing?
separating, Kyla's heading up into High Garden, well, High Water, near High Garden,
Where I belong.
where you belong.
I'm tired, Bill.
And the professor heading off to the harbors. Rangwin sleeping in.
Yeah.
And still back at the tavern. We will come back into this moment with Rangwin.
Hi.
You're waking up in the Drowning Roots Tavern.
Where the fuck did everyone go?
Paul, how much gold did we all get?
556.
556? Thank you.
So they all got up in the morning and went to
Mhm.
these respective places?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just assume they kind of told me where they were going.
Sure.
Okay. Where did the professor say he was going? I have to ask him a question. I'm gonna go there. Where'd you say you were going?
To the harbor.
To the harbor I shall go.
Mm-hmm. off you travel.
Do you run the whole way? Sprinting.
Professor!
No, I will leisurely stroll to the harbor.
Making your way over into the lower harbor area in True Lake Town. You,
Walking fast.
Yes. You eventually make your way there and find yourself amongst the hustle and bustle. You have a large group of people running about this space. People are hanging up banners and signs.
Oh yeah, for the big yikes.
Yep, propping up stalls, which is currently a week away.
Okay.
People are fast moving right now, and it is a bustle in this area.
Okay. So I'm looking for the professor in the midst of all these crazy people.
Some time passes, and the professor is easy enough to notice in a crowd of people. You see his autumn hair, autumn cloak, walking through, and you spot him a little ways off, maybe 100 feet away.
Oh, professor!
Whereabouts are we at in the harbor? Like, have we made it to like the?
I would say you're near the water's edge. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just kind of looking out at all like the docks and ships, and then just. Oh, Ringwin. Hello.
Hi. I heard you were coming here, so I decided to join you. What are we doing?
Oh, well, just doing a bit of looking around and investigating. I want to try and make sure that what we did in the waters is truly fix this problem and see if I can't find anything else that is amiss.
You should look for a creepy guy with a hood. Remember that guy?
I unfortunately didn't see him, but
Oh, I saw him. I could keep a lookout.
if you happen to see them, please let me know, because they are on my list of things to look into.
Okay. I'll keep my eyes out for a guy in a cloak and another guy who might be part fish.
Part fish?
Yeah, he came out of the water like he lived there. Just saying. If you see anyone who's part fish, it might be worth asking him about it.
It's very interesting.
Are there half fish people? Are there part fish people here in
What's what
Lamenta?
the girl is? She's a
Triton.
She's a Triton.
There's not really fish.
I wouldn't call them fish person.
Yeah, definitely
but-
not fish people. They look far more humanoid than actual fish.
So when you say like fish, when she says fish person, does she mean like fish
I
person?
don't know. What do you mean?
I mean, a person who sleeps with the fishes. You know? I don't know, Daniel. I don't know, Professor.
Well, I got real fast. Whoa! Daniel, please stop!
Don't grill me.
I mean, I thought he looked suspiciously fish-like.
Aren't you like 3 miles?
Yes.
Paul.
Sorry. That was Paul asking that, so.
Well,
What kind of stuff are you looking for?
This whole situation sounds fishy, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Boo.
Get out.
And that's all for this week.
I really can't react. I do far worse.
Well, those are the main things that I was looking into, but also just I'm trying to get an idea of this festival and perhaps some information on the Legends Call as well.
The what?
The Legends Call.
What's that?
It's a large-scale tournament that, well, we've just found that Wolfgang's grandfather was deeply a part of.
Oh. Cool.
Yes, rather.
All right. Well, I'll be on the lookout. Here with you, doing our thing.
Sounds
Hey, I have
excellent.
a question.
Yes.
I was thinking, you know how Zeke was telling us about the whole warden situation, like, and the treasures that the dangerous stuff that they're hiding?
Right.
Do you think that's even, like, here on this earth? Or could it be on a different plane?
The professor's just gonna go silent, pull out a book, and start just writing down notes.
Damn.
Well,
Wrangling with a banger.
These were questions I asked when I got filled in, and he goes, nobody asked that question. So I was like, I'm gonna ask it.
well, that just opened up a large amount of different possibilities. Perhaps, yes, it could be on a different plane. I mean, that would...
Well, he was pretty specific that it, like, wasn't, like, anywhere around here, so it just made me think.
Well, especially since that you need a specific sigil of location.
Mm-hmm.
And there are magics where you can just locate things if you have a rough idea of them. And I imagine being part of the order that he would be aware of items within, unless they were in an extraplanar space where that magic doesn't reach.
Well, also, I mean, I don't know. I feel like all the warden people probably went there at one time or another. So if it's not in the same place all the time, because otherwise they'd just know, because they've been there, right?
Level 6 doing some work.
Fragments is like,
I'm rather excited that you've joined me this afternoon. Very good. You know, I think you would make a wonderful assistant.
What's that?
It's someone who helps a scholar such as myself conduct their research.
Is it boring?
This is big Barbie energy for me right now.
A little bit.
Oh, that entirely depends on your dedication to the subject.
Okay, I'll do it. Where do I start?
Well, let's start here.
I
and see
can't take notes.
what-
It hurts my hand.
I'm plenty good at that. Let's start here and trying to figure out anything with the Legends Call and what's going on around here.
Okay. Right on. Let's do it.
This is the weirdest buddy cop.
Turner and Heat.
And then we both like go back to back like this.
Well, Hooch is a dog, technically.
Hey, which one's the dog? Can we be like those other cops from the 70s? Sorry, continue.
Starsky Hutch?
Yeah.
What are you guys looking for?
I was gonna start off with looking for any evidence from what Rangwin mentioned with the hooded figure, the fish person, and the boat that was described.
Yeah, I'm looking for the same thing.
Gonna be asking around, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. You can either roll an investigation check or a persuasion check. Since you're assisting, whoever wants to roll will have advantage.
You have advantage.
Let me do it. He's like, I've been training my investigation.
I have. Technical assessment.
You're also at advantage.
Yeah,
that's
remember you had
yeah.
advantage.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Asking about. There have been a couple people who have been mentioned that they were walking around hooded, but nothing that really seems suspicious per se. Maybe just keeping the sun off. their form. One fisherman in particular mentions that they did see an abandoned boat that no one seemed to lay claim to, way off on the eastern side of the dock.
We should go look at that.
It was not accounted for, and no one has a record of it belonging to them.
That's definitely our guy.
Well, let's not jump to hasty conclusions, but it's a good start.
Okay. Should we go find the boat? See what's in it?
Sure.
Maybe there's something that'll lead us to a clue.
Yes.
You wander your way through the festivities at work, buildings and people moving lumber about, pulling bright and colorful cloth of yellows and reds and oranges, celebrating the festivities of summer. You make your way over to the eastern side of the dock, where it gets quite a bit quieter over here. It seems like the majority of the festival preparation is going to be happening in the center. Heading on down this way, you see a number of boats that have been tethered to the side. Go ahead and roll me one more investigation check. You'll be at advantage still, because you're both hunting around in this area now.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Plus 11 for 31.
Okay.
Do you want me to tactically assess this
Do
too?
you want to tactically assess?
No,
Do it.
Do it.
No.
Do it. No.
Do it.
Do it. See how high.
Come on. Get a 40.
I can't. I can only get 39.
Do
That's
it. Still pretty
Lame.
good.
That's fucking
You
nuts.
can't even get
We're
40.
gonna
it.
find a good clue, Daniel.
Do it.
No, I'm not.
I mean,
no.
Professor.
Not falling to peer
What if it's
pressure.
locked behind a 35?
I'd be an asshole if I did that.
Yeah.
Well,
Truth is.
How dare you?
Ooh. I see.
Hunting around the space, you do find, and it immediately just triggers for you, and you recognize this boat immediately, tied off to the side, bobbing in what wades through this area. It's not terribly huge, which is probably how it got past a little unnoticed, but sits there. There's one singular sail, two oars for rowing. And then it's not too far off from what you guys had, though it's even a little smaller in terms of the vessel.
Okay.
It's sitting there.
Let's look in this boat. I think this is the boat. This is definitely the boat. I feel it in my toes.
Let's do this. You can make that psychic connection, yes?
Yeah.
Let's do that. And
Hi.
oh,
You hear it?
Echoing in your minds.
oh, that was rather quick.
I'm getting pretty good at this stuff.
Perhaps you be nearby on lookout in case anybody approaches while I take a look around.
Right on.
I'll start going towards the boat.
She's gonna kind of leisurely lean against, like, is there like does the dock have any sort of,
There's like some barrels and posts nearby.
okay.
Sure.
So I'll lean on a barrel,
Yeah.
and then,
your signature move.
Yep.
yeah. my little lizard friend's gonna crawl up on my shoulder.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check while you're looking out. You hop into the boat.
Yep.
Go ahead. Well, we'll operate off that natural 20. Yeah, I just want to see.
15.
15. Okay.
My passive investigation is also 21.
I mean, we're gonna go with the natural 20.
Yeah.
Like
I know, but I'm just saying, just
as
heads
well.
up.
In case you're curious, he also has dark vision.
I mean, I do.
I put you in a cave now. Dark vision. Looking about, you start kind of just scanning around, looking for any like loose boards or anything like that. And you immediately, as you're walking along, you're kind of feeling and something kind of oily. And as you pull your hand back, it's that faded liquid.
No.
Same thing that was causing you to go blind. You can tell immediately.
I'll message Rygwen. Found something.
What is it?
It's that same. Oh well, you weren't down there with us.
You guys did find it on that eyeball that was floating
Oh,
through, so
yes.
she has seen it before.
Forgot about the eyeball.
The same liquid that was on that eyeball.
Gross.
Yes, it's on this ship.
So do you think it's linked to that octopus thing you killed?
And the megalodon, yes. Leads me to believe that that individual that you saw come from the water is linked to all this somehow.
She's in the city.
Which means that the threat may not be over.
Crap. Should we tell the rest of the group?
I think so. We may want to...
What are we looking for?
Hey, how's it going? Somebody walked by.
Just go.
Don't you mind your
We can see you there.
This sounds like important information we should share with the class.
Yes, we may want to...
What else is in the boat? Anything
Do I
else?
see anything else of note? Any of, like, markings, letters, objects?
No, most anything in this boat, if there was extra equipment, has been cleared out. Really the only equipment there are the 2 oars that have been placed off to the side, and essentially they're holding. There's like metal hooks at either end that just they lay right into.
Okay.
Beyond that, this place seems pretty clean. Even finding this, it was a small mark. You can tell, especially with that natural 20, this was attempted to be cleaned up,
Okay.
and they missed one spot.
I'm gonna exit from the boat and come back to Rangwin, and I want to see if I can potentially get some more information. I don't want to risk losing this in case they dock somewhere else to change their location to make that harder to follow.
Should we, like, scout out the boat? Wait and see if somebody comes back?
I'm gonna stake out here. I think you should go find the others and let them know what we found.
Okay, well, let's keep this link we got going.
Yes.
So where is everybody?
Right. I know Wolfgang, Frognand, and Nesta headed to the temple, and Kylus went to the High Garden.
Okay, I'll go to the temple. Be careful.
I will. Don't you worry.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go find a far enough away spot where I shouldn't be noticed.
Sure.
Red hair, but sure.
But can see if anyone approaches.
So this will determine the role. Are you trying to blend in with the area or actually stay out of sight?
You know the rogue could do this. If you want. Not to red.
Retcon.
Because one will be a performance check and the other one will be a stealth check. If you're trying to remain hidden, out of sight, stealth check. If you're trying to blend in with your environment and just seem like you belong there, it's a performance check.
Are there any docks that I can see it from?
Yeah, there's a couple further down. This one's very much at the very edge. There's like 2 more docks within the vicinity that you could easily go to.
Okay.
None of them have any ships currently. But there's like barrels, things nearby, stands that don't seem to be particularly in use right now.
Okay.
But
I think I'm going to go to one of the docks.
Okay.
And basically just pretend that I'm like waiting for a boat to pick me up.
okay, roll deception check.
That wasn't one of the options.
Change.
Oh, sorry, performance. Performance. My bad. I was weighing performance or deception, but it's acting a role. So 8. Okay. You find yourself just getting a little
Actually,
fidgety. Oh.
Because I just thought of something. Can I retcon something?
I'll say sure because we haven't resolved the role.
Maybe we're in the same area, but I'm actually going to go into the water
Oh, yeah, just jump in
and
the
see if
water.
I can observe at a distance from where I can observe the boat from underwater.
Sure. I would say that's a stealth check
Okay.
because you're remaining hidden at that point.
Are you going underwater?
He's got a cloak of the manta ray.
Oh, right. I was like, wait, what? How?
Because I bought mine.
So would that stealth check be at advantage since he's
Yeah.
obscured from sight, which would then make it a straight roll since he's wearing
No,
his
because
chain?
when you're obscured from sight, you get to make a stealth check because
Mm.
you're not in the line of sight.
But they'd probably have disadvantage because of the distortion in the water.
They're having disadvantage, but he's not at advantage.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
evens out, straight roll.
Yeah.
No, I'm at disadvantage. 5.
Okay.
Just this pool of red hair floating around.
I mean, I'm going low.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
Yeah. No, you're good. Okay.
Yeah, instead of like 30 feet down, maybe.
As you jump into the water and settle yourself in, we will pull back from this vantage point and fly to a gondola. As you extending across, and doors open up, and you three arrive at the Temple of the Prismatic Knight.
So what are we doing here?
Just along for the ride.
You know, when we left, I had a pretty good idea. What are we doing here?
I thought we were coming to check on Victoria.
Yeah, that's totally what we're doing.
Great. I just wanted to be with friends.
Oh, we're happy to have you along, Froggy.
Well,
Lead the way.
this way. I'll walk through.
Okay.
I will say I possibly came close to getting into a fight with one of your people here yesterday.
Did you?
I mean, I cooled down pretty quickly. I just really wanted to go in.
That's fair.
I didn't
Okay.
punch anybody, though.
No, oh, I'm glad.
Me too.
Me 3. Let's go. And I'll lead them in to where I assume they would be near operation. Are there any guards out, prisms?
You see standing outside the door is a prism you're familiar with, Prism Jorgen.
When we walked, I imagine we walked past that big prayer area that I...
Yeah, the main prayer hall, right off to your right hand corner, down like just begins into a corridor. It would normally go right, and there's a door where
As we kind of like, I kind of like stop and stare in there, and specifically staring at the statue, the furrowed brow.
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. Well, let's go.
It's a magnificent room, really. If you think about when it was built back in the, never mind. I'll keep going.
I really like the flying buttresses.
You noticed?
Yeah.
Go back to that explanation. I'm a little curious. Where were you going with that? Back when this was built,
Oh,
I was actually interested.
are you really? Oh, I'm used to people just not caring what I say.
Do you know any good like puns about architecture or anything like that?
Well, if it's not Baroque, don't fix it.
What's Baroque?
Yeah, I don't get that.
I didn't do that.
I get that.
I
thought that
heard
was funny.
I heard someone say it once in a story, I think. Anyway, what you might not know is that a lot of these fixtures are built in a way to illuminate light at different times of day. So it's constantly reflecting fragments, like prisms, if you will, and creates rainbows all over the place.
That's interesting.
Thank you.
I don't know if he's being serious or not, but I really do think it's interesting. Yeah.
It's quite an amazing feat of architecture.
I was here at night. It was impressive.
Oh, that's especially when it shines.
So what's the most healingest thing you've seen here?
The most healingest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the most healingest thing?
Fuck, I don't know.
Any like dead people back to life?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No. We.
Is that not something?
Yes.
you have seen that before, yes?
Yes.
It was under very specific circumstances.
And are they like okay afterward?
How long were they dead?
They, I believe.
What'd they look like?
Fucking hell. They look like. Since you know and I don't.
It was the mayor of this city's son.
The mayor's
Wow.
son.
What
Interesting.
happened?
While he was off exploring the city, he essentially slipped and fell from a great height, hitting the ground and breaking his neck.
Wait. So he broke his neck, and I imagine other bones since he fell from a great height. And you guys brought him back?
Did you get like all the king's horses and all the king's men? Or
No, just the prisons.
okay. But they were able to put them back together again?
Boo.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
He's not an egg. He's a person.
Are you okay over there?
I take 5 points of psychic damage.
I think every time he does that, he should take some.
I'm tempted.
The thing is, it's normally not our prerogative to bring people back from the dead.
Why
It's-
not?
Well, our teachings with Lunaris are that everything is cyclical, and once you die, you become a part of the stars. You know, you go and you're a part of helping Lunaris in the nether realm. So to come back is not her will.
Does everyone go to Lunaris? Is there like a location associated
No,
with
no,
her?
no. I'm sure there are many, many, many different places people go. People who are granted enough of a boon from working here at the temple get to go with Lunaris. And if you're a prism, you get to especially work with Lunaris, which is pretty cool.
So what happens to those that are uninitiated?
Well, they go somewhere else.
Down to Goblin Town.
I'm sure it's lovely.
Let's go check on Victoria.
If somebody is killed in an unjust fashion and it's somebody that's important, you're more than obligated to let them just be dead.
At this order, in this temple, that's more or less, yes.
And you agree with that?
Well, if they're dead, then they are dead.
But if you have the power to bring them back, why wouldn't you?
Well, I
Those
believe
that
you...
are uninitiated.
Well, you can, I think, at a certain level. I think if they've been dead a while, it's more difficult.
That
But
makes sense.
if they're freshly dead,
Sure.
I think they haven't had time to cross over, really.
He's mostly dead.
Thank you. What do you got in there that's so important?
True love. He
He said, don't blame.
I will go off
Sorry.
on my full
Well, yeah,
Billy
we
Crystal
could fully go.
voice here if you want. I just sometimes think that we have an obligation to people and to protect them, and if that sometimes means bringing someone back who was unjustly taken.
I think if it's in our power to do so, I can understand the reasoning behind that.
Is that something you're going to be able to do someday?
Me? I think so. I mean, I've already brought Professor back a few times.
He wasn't dead yet, though.
No, but
I know
he's
he's
very
old.
close. He's
but-
very close there. You got to
I mean,
admit.
he was mostly dead.
Yeah. But he wasn't dead yet.
It's true.
Dead.
Dead.
Where are we going?
Let's go check on Victoria.
Okay.
Why all this sudden fascination about death and...
Just curious.
Fractal
I
Nesta.
love it when you hug it.
Prism?
I assume you're here to see your charge,
My charge?
the one who you watch over,
Sure.
of course. She's resting now. Everything was successful.
Oh, what?
What do you mean successful?
Well, I don't entirely know everything. I just know she's resting right now. You're more than welcome to see her, but don't wake her if she is asleep. She needs as much time to recover as possible.
Where is she?
She's right in here. And he opens the door. You were in this space originally when meeting with Rayla to essentially get the diagnosis of what she's going through and removed the enchantment across on her mind as well. A number of beds lay out, though one in the far right-hand corner has a screen that has been set up. A wooden partition, essentially,
Okay.
depicting phases of the moon.
Oh, love it.
Wolfgane's kind of like frozen at the door.
If you'd like me to take a peek before...
Yeah, why don't you do that?
You do also see, off to the right-hand side, Cable is laying on another bed, unconscious.
Wow. I'm going to walk forward and peek on Victoria. Just
Okay.
poke through.
You poke around. She seems to be wearing some robes on right now. As you get closer, you can hear this like low hum.
Is she awake?
She seems to be asleep.
Does it sound like the hum is centralized somewhere on her
It
body?
sounds like it's coming from her, yes.
But otherwise she looks normal?
She seems normal, yeah.
I would turn back to Wolfgang and say, she looks all right. Come see.
Kind of pausing for a minute. I'm heading over there.
Turning around the corner.
Like a curtain or some sort, or what is it?
It's a wooden partition.
Partition.
It
Okay.
essentially like blocks off if you were to immediately walk in. You have to walk around, so it offers some privacy.
Like a hospital.
Yes, exactly.
Kind of like poking my head around.
She lays there, eyes closed. You hear that same low humming sound.
Kind of whispering. I'm whispering. What's that sound?
Don't you think it might be the thunder engine thing?
There's no way you would know this answer, but is it supposed to sound like that?
I'm sorry, there's no way I know that answer.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to sound like.
Hey,
Cable sits up.
thought you were dead for a second there. No, I didn't.
I almost feel it, but nah, I'm good.
Working all night?
A little exhausted.
How'd it go?
I mean, it was an experience, but it all seemed to go well. There was no way that was working without that prism. What's her face?
Rayla?
Yeah. Yeah, she's a trooper too.
You guys been up all night on this?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We finished maybe 2 hours ago.
And she's been asleep ever since?
Yeah.
I was here yesterday.
Oh,
Didn't sound great.
no. It's rough work, but
She's got some lungs.
yeah, absolutely. But no, everything went really well.
Making me yawn.
She's got some. There's some changes that happened in there, for sure.
What does that even mean?
Just I'm capable of detecting certain magics, and it seems like the core has altered her left arm. So
Was that the blade arm?
yeah, blade arm. It also has like a bolt shooter. Yeah, there's something cool going on there. I don't know what, but it's there. It's happening.
It's a thing that you didn't do?
Not intentionally, no. I wasn't futzing with the arm. We took out essentially her core, and then we worked a little bit on the face mask that she had on the right side. There was an infection that Raylan noticed, so we had to remove the plate, reduce the swelling, cut out the infection. So we're hoping it will heal normally, but it should reduce irritation and just overall comfortability. I think she'll just be happier. Yeah.
Well, that's all
Speaking of which,
pretty amazing.
have you seen Rayla today?
Yeah, she left. She said she was going to bed. She was tapped. That woman, whew, she's got some magic on her. Jeez.
Oh,
I've never seen circles that big before.
seen what?
Circles of magic. I've never seen fifth. That's insane.
I wasn't aware she was that strong.
Eh?
I'm not sure I even know what that means. It
It-
sounds impressive.
It's the circles of magic. There's a first circle, second circle, third, continues
Oh.
up to legendary ninth. But yeah, she's operating in 5 circles now, so I was lucky to
Impressive.
get 2.
Wow.
So
Does she have command of every spell available in her fifth? Do you know if her connection to the goddess is that strong?
that I don't know. I just know she was repairing some injuries fast, right then and there.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's all right.
Yeah, she's fine.
Oh, I'm in Victoria. Rayla too.
Oh yeah. They're both doing good. Oh, please don't wake her. And I think I'm gonna go back to bed here pretty soon. She's gonna take a couple days of recovering. Rayla said she'll speed up the process a bit with some healing as well. But that the approval for necromancy is about to be expired, so she's got a little bit more of a window before she has to stop. So she's going to do what she can during that time, and then it's natural recovery from there.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
This is,
Holy shit! The airship's leaving today. Fuck! And he gets up and starts packing his stuff.
they're not going to leave without you.
Well,
Right?
yeah, but I'm not going to delay them.
I mean, you're
What's-
kind of delaying them for a pretty noble thing.
I mean, sure, but
When are you already late?
I don't know what time is it. I haven't left the temple.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Usually the professor tells us what time it is.
It's pretty early still.
Okay.
Yeah, judging by the prisms on the wall, all the lights, what time of day are they reflecting?
Ah,
It's probably somewhere around 10:30 at this point.
Morning? Evening?
In the morning, yes.
uh,
Okay. It's not too bad, but still, I should probably get going. It was great seeing you guys. Thanks for involving me. It was,
Thanks for doing it.
well, yeah, but I mean, I learned a lot. And
I
it's
just
just going to make me better at what I do, so.
hope you know that you have an ally in all of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, go on, get!
Yeah.
And I spank him on the butt and cast Long Strider.
He just feels the speed pick up. He's like, oh shit! He kind of swings out the door into the hall.
One crazy monkey.
Oh, he is.
So she's good. Rayla's sleeping. You want to give us a tour?
sure. Might as well. And I'll lead him through.
All right.
I'll catch up with you. I'm gonna stay behind for 5 minutes.
Anything you want to do in that moment?
Nope. Just literally stand there
Okay.
like a weirdo.
Cool.
On brand.
You guys head off into the temple. You show him the main prayer area. There's a very large telescope connected to a high tower that you wind up the stairs for an extended period of time before coming into a relatively small room, but this large telescope.
What's it focused on?
The heavens, I mean,
Any celestial bodies in particular?
I catch up with them at this point.
Sure. Okay.
Now you want to be part of it?
I said I was only gonna stay behind for like 5 minutes.
well, the sky, obviously.
Okay.
All the
I'll peek through. I'm curious.
As you look inside, you see, it's a little hard to see, but you can see a few dots in the sky. It's still bright daylight out right now, so it's hard to make out exactly what the stars' alignments are in this moment.
Okay.
looking through the temple, moving through the temple now. I'd like to keep an eye out for any like angel iconography that I may not have really noticed before.
Sure.
If there's any.
Roll a perception check.
17.
17. You do know that out in the training halls, which is closer towards the back of the temple, it extends out into a wide open air training area, utilized for spell casting, basic combat training as well. There is up above that exit / entrance in and out of that space, a large mural of a depiction of these massive devils and demons charging forward, and from the approaching side are prisms that are currently riding lions into a fight. And it's showing that moment of clash with a central moon with all of its stained glass designs.
We're all looking at this.
Get Nesta a lion.
Yeah.
Do you know how to ride a lion?
No.
Will
not
you learn?
I wish. They're actually not lions. They're druids.
Those?
Ah.
That's crazy. So, hypothetically, if I change someone, whoever you'd like to ride in this party, into a lion, could you ride them into battle?
Probably, yeah.
So who should I focus on shapeshifting?
Yeah, who?
She just Spider-Man's dad.
Brigman arrives at this moment exactly.
Interesting. I'd have to think about that. It's an
Okay.
interesting query.
That's good.
I will.
I mean, I love a good piggyback ride, but I think I'm a little small.
I'll toss him his little bald head.
Wrinkle, wrinkle, wrinkle.
Bugs Bunny is giving Elmer
Oh
fun
yeah, it's
massage.
totally that, yeah.
All
I
fours.
like it. Yep.
Wow,
It's like
what a
eating
core memory.
dough.
Anywho, I'll lead you where the food is.
There's the mess hall, long extended tables where people gather together and eat in a community. There's a small group of people kind of straggling at this point. It's breakfast is definitely over, but there's a few people who maybe slept in a little too late and are probably going to be the ones to change the incense. Yeah, it's life as usual in here. There seems to be a general air of relief after the trials of the previous evening and the sounds that echoed through these halls of a bit of a darker moment. Yeah. There's sleeping arrangements nearby as well for fractals to call whichever bed they want home. Yeah, it's a beautiful temple. Old in design. It's been here for quite some time.
Be honest. Was the food good? Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Kind of got that feeling.
Well, I like this party we're all having, but I feel like there's a lot of doom on the horizon we should be prepping for. Is there anything we should else, do here, or we getting out of here?
It's around this point that you walk in, Ringwin.
Excuse me. Hey, guys.
Oh, Ren,
Hi.
would you like some porridge?
Absolutely not. Okay, so I have some good news and I have some bad news.
Bring it.
Oh, good. I love that.
The good news is I didn't bring any good news. Okay, I have some bad news. And the bad news, okay, wait, the good news is that we found a boat. Okay, so the professor and I, we went down to the docks and we were looking for that boat with that guy that I saw come out of the water. Remember I told you about that guy? He
do
had a
remember
cloak
that.
on, and then there was another person who might be a fish, but I don't know. But they come out of the water, so you don't know. Anyway, we found their boat. I'm 100% sure it's their boat. I see real good. And there was some of that blinding sticky stuff on the boat. So I'm pretty sure that we have not totally wrapped up the whole megalodon, octopus, fish situation.
That's fair. I mean, we knew that there was a hag controlling them, and we never got the hag.
I think the fish person could be the hag.
All right. Detective Rengwin.
So
Yeah,
we,
I-
At your service, mate.
we have to tell
I'm an
the
assistant
council, right?
now.
Assistant?
Yeah.
To what?
What?
I knew you were going to say that.
To
I
the,
stole mine.
to the professor.
Oh,
Yeah.
What do
I
you-
don't have to take notes.
that's good.
Then what are you going to do as an assistant if you're not taking notes for him?
To assist him.
In what?
I know, like stuff, things, and other stuff. I don't quite know the whole job position, but I said I'd do it.
Do you commonly take jobs you don't know the entire position of?
Yes,
I mean, we do it a lot.
Wolfgang. Anyway, we should go.
Okay.
So we're going to the boat, or we should probably
No,
get
the
the party for
professor's
that
down there
info.
staking it out, and I'm linked to him. Am I
Okay.
linked this far away?
I believe so.
Ask him if he's even more wrinkly than usual.
I'm
No,
not
don't
gonna
ask
do
that.
The water, the way that it has.
She doesn't know that he's
He's
in the
got
water.
like I don't know what he's doing. He's just
Oh.
out there, but we could go drink and wait for him to come back.
At 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yes.
pass on that.
Oh, it's early. That's right. I forget there's a time you're supposed to do it.
Wait till noon at least.
Okay, well, what do you guys want to do?
I kind of missed the rest of the party. I think we should gather everyone else.
Is Victoria okay?
Yeah.
Rad. I saw Cable running out of here. He was walking super fast.
They're taking off.
He had a
Oh,
airship
yeah.
to catch.
Mm-hmm.
You were actually on the gondola heading back, and he was swinging along the wire.
It's
But
all
it
right.
sounds like it was successful.
I'm sure if the professor has anything of note going on, he'll let me know.
Ask him if everything's okay.
Is everything okay?
You've been chilling under the water for a while now.
So, I want
Bubbles.
I want to say this is not because of the rules, but as I like keep doing something, I'm like, wait, shit, no, this doesn't make sense. So I'm not.
You keep adjusting your plan.
So I'm not retconning it, but I'm gonna stay in the water for maybe like 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then I'm like, wait, this thing makes all of this murky stuff in the water, and if they catch me in the water and they have all this murky stuff, I'm gonna be fucking blind. So I'm gonna come back out in the dock.
Okay.
But
I like to think there's one dude who's just been watching this of just like him waiting and then jumps in the water, climbs out of the water, just like
He's like tying like knots on the boat.
Yeah. Well, so what I'm gonna do
Putting together a
is
fishing net.
His name
come
is
out of the
Merv.
water onto the dock and still like being in a position where I can observe my surroundings.
Okay.
But essentially making it look like I just took a short jaunt into the water and I'm taking notes on it.
okay. Roll a performance check.
Just went for a swim in full armor and clothing.
Merv is not believing this.
Adventures are weird.
Natural 20.
Holy shit.
Oh!
God damn it.
For total.
I'm 20.
Of 19.
I mean, we're still operating on the 20. I'm not going to drop it to 19. Okay.
No guts.
You hear that message in your head, probably around the time that you decided to get out of the water.
Nothing new going on here. I was waiting in the water for a while just to see if anybody comes by, but nothing of note. But
He's saying a lot of words,
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
but I think everything's fine.
Maybe we should go there. I got some new magic I want to try out. Crack, 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 crack.
Do you require backup?
I mean, if something were to happen, it would be nice to
Professor,
have.
we're gonna come join you.
It doesn't work like that. Well,
Say it
It would
louder.
be nice to
No.
have people around, but
He's talking more words. Let's just go. This is giving me a
Yeah,
headache.
I think you have to scream it into her ear.
No. I'm not.
Raymond, are
Some
you
of the fractals turn
Are
around.
you okay?
I'll kind of like scoot
Is
away
everything
like I'm
alright
not.
with you?
Don't know
Can
these
you
guys.
please be quiet?
Who are you talking
He does
Thought
talk
it
a
to,
lot.
I thought it to the professor.
I thought-
Everyone's talking to me all at the same time. We're coming over.
Did he hear me?
Apologies.
Get the beers ready.
Did he hear me?
No, he can't hear you. I have to think it. He can't hear
what is the
you
point of this?
talk. I'm not a sending stone. I'm a person.
And my name is Anakin.
Oh, as you all leave the temple?
Yeah.
Okay. You all begin to make your way over to Lake Town. on the
Follow
eastern
5
I'll
edge.
minutes
leave a few
later.
paces behind them. So
Yeah, absolutely. Don't want to be associated with these weirdos.
Who is it? Who's calling? Oh.
We will come to Kylus.
I could just skip it and say I succeeded.
You find yourself on a gondola. The locks opening up, leading you into high water.
Okay. On my way in to the palace, I'm assuming.
Palace.
I got directions.
Yeah, it's easy enough to find. It's in the furthest back section essentially. Yeah, the council resides in the Wake Manor.
Okay. On my way there, I'm looking for the goat man.
Roll a perception check.
Who's the goat?
Was at the harbor.
3.
You did not find the
I was just about to say, you see a man walking a goat.
Oh man!
You see a
I
goat.
really thought this was a classy
What the fuck?
establishment.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
I tried to make
I'll keep walking.
Yeah. Dude just kind of keeps walking his goat.
Hey.
Do the ghost sound again.
The what? What's
No,
that?
okay, thanks. Moments passed.
Sailing along, you eventually come to these large, highly ornate, decorated golden gates
Okay.
that slide open, moving through this massive space of water, and the gondola comes up. You
How's
see.
it changed his clothing to look a little more official?
Did you purchase some clothing?
No, he just changed this
Okay.
morning.
Are you doing the high vis vest and a clipboard to try and get in?
No, he just looks a little more dignified.
Okay.
Shoulder cape flowing behind him.
Approaching in, you
Ask
see two individuals stepping down in some armor, wielding some halberds at their side. in blues and whites, accordance with the flag of Lumensa.
Mm-hmm.
They step forward before you disembark and just hold.
I'll hold.
What brings you to the Wake Manor?
I'm here to see dwarf's name who I forgot.
And I don't know off the top of my head. Councilwoman Emberdigger.
Councilwoman Emberdigger.
Do you have an appointment?
Oh, I don't.
Hmm.
I was hoping to help her out a little bit. I have some performers that could help out with the Geyser Festival. I know things are happening on short notice.
Roll a persuasion check.
I did fail.
No. You said the right things, which allow for the persuasion check.
Fucking fuck. Natural one.
We have everything under control here. She's rather busy, like you said. She doesn't really have time for random conversations. If you would like to set up an appointment, you can.
I do have an appointment tomorrow. My group did handle the fish situation. I'm the reason that the festival can even happen.
Roll another persuasion check. The DC is higher, though.
Okay. Much better. 21.
21 was the DC.
Oh, okay.
It went from 18 to 21. You did do a lot of work, and I heard you were appropriately compensated for, but I suppose we can see if she's available.
Thank you.
Stay at the docks. I'll have my partner check it out.
Oh, wait.
The other one kind of nods and runs off. A brisk pace. Everything's moving pretty fast here. Some time passes.
Kind of just has his hands in his pockets looking around.
Maybe 15 minutes or so pass before running back down. She said it's okay.
All right.
We'll walk you there. Don't want you wandering about the manor.
Who wouldn't want that? This is ice drift in all directions.
All right. You disembark, heading up. You extend out into these massive garden ways. Just huge greenery of shrubs and different trees, different bush hedges that have been carved and cut to almost look like crashing waves, arcing and spilling over, which kind of border this bright white stone walkway leading up into steps to this magnificent manor before you. Very different from anything you've seen before, even in Ristalia. Ristalia has a very classic castle design.
Okay.
This one is like an opulent home. Walking into these main archways, you are led through a main chamber off to the right, down, and into a, you come to this beautifully designed walnut wood door before knocks.
One might
Come in.
say gorgeous.
He opens the door and allows you to step in.
Okay. I'll step inside.
Upon stepping inside, you see a woman who is sitting behind a desk, writing something furiously out onto parchment. A stocky dwarven woman, big, bushy, brownish red beard, and a full head of hair braided beautifully into these singular braids and then wound together into one major braid behind. Standing right behind her off to the right-hand side is a gray cloak, metal mask, one of the Obscura.
Does the Obscura make any motions like it might be the one that I fought before?
Roll an insight check.
Pretty sure that one got fired.
Maybe. Insight. Cool. 14.
14. No, they seem to be pretty still standing.
Okay.
They didn't tense up when you walked in. They seem to
Yeah.
just be standing there at attention.
Okay. As he's looking at the Obscura, he'll take a little bow. Councilwoman,
Right, who the fuck are you again?
call you this Nocturne.
Don't recognize the name. Wait,
I
you're with
assisted
that
with the fish.
fucking group. What's your faces? I don't think you had a name.
The Obsidian Winds.
That's not bad.
Thanks.
It's passable. I imagine you're here about the guild.
No, actually, we have an appointment tomorrow for that.
Right. My days are blending. Well, sit the fuck down. Tell me what you need.
All right, I'll sit down, kind of like kick one leg up and get a little more relaxed if she's
The door
guessing.
closes behind you, and
Yeah.
that guard who escorted you here stands at the door.
Well, I've come to offer some help. I have a performer that might be able to help with the Geyser Festival.
What kind of performer?
A dancer, singer.
Dancer.
She does it all, really.
Just one.
Well, I'd be performing with her if you need more. But she does work.
Performer and adventurer.
I do it all.
That was good.
It's kind of annoying, to be perfectly honest.
Nailed it.
Sorry, I'm so talented.
2 people on the stage, it's not quite the sight for the stage that we're preparing. A bigger group, a bigger show. What's the show?
Be some magic involved. Kind of.
Legal.
Of course.
You're a licensed caster?
Yes.
Is she a licensed caster?
Yes.
Roll a deception check because you do not know for a fact.
Okay. 25.
Damn it. Damn you and your charisma build. All right.
Feels good.
Break it down. Break down the pitch. Sell me. You've got moments.
Imagine it with 2 people. It's swell with 2 people.
All right. Well,
Chicago.
are you familiar with
Theater
her
people.
performances at the Drowning Root Tavern?
Never been to the Drowning Roots.
All right. Well, we'll set the stage with some control water spells to raise the water up to a viewing level in which she'll be showcased in.
All right.
There she'll perform a dance. Well, I'll play music for it. And perhaps I might find a few other musicians if we have the talent in our group.
What do you play?
Oh, I can play any instrument.
Are you a ley liner?
What's a lay?
A ley liner was very prominent, especially for you guys out in Voxstrom. It is essentially illusion magic that creates sounds of your choosing. You usually are casting illusionary magics through a kit that is specifically set up. You guys saw it a lot at the last decent tavern.
It's a DJ.
It's a DJ essentially, but they're using illusion magic to create sounds.
It's basically what DJ is actually doing.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm not. We'll be performing live.
They lay down a line.
We'll be performing live music.
All right. Doesn't always get people going.
This will.
Roll a persuasion check.
Eesh, 10.
Perhaps an audition is in order.
We could do that.
I'm having a hard time imagining it. Sure. Why the fuck not? In a couple days. 3 days from now.
Do you want to come by the tavern?
No, you'll come here.
All right.
I can't leave. I've got a lot to do here.
Fair enough. All right. 3 days then.
Bring her. What's her name?
Atrodane.
Atrodane. Last name?
It's one word.
Atrodane. That might work. Unique. Okay. Kylus Nocturne, you said.
Yes.
All right.
Might I make one inquiry of you?
Sure.
I was at the airship docks the other night, and I did see in the evening a ship arriving. Rather lavish. A man in a goat mask.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm done with that dice. Fuck that dice. There we go. Okay. 23.
VIP, if you will. You don't need to know much more than that.
All right. I was just curious. It seemed rather fancy.
VIP people usually are. I said people twice. Get the fuck out of my awesome office.
All right. I'll see myself the fuck out.
You stand up, make way. The guard opens it up, and there's the other guard standing out there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he gestures for you. You are led back through the same walkways, out the halls, back to your boat.
Okay.
Gondolier is still sitting there, munching on some nuts.
Classic.
Castle.
I mean, I walked into that, I guess.
I really should have prepared more for that. Luckily, I pulled that out of my ass. And I'll step on the side.
All right. All right, where to?
The middle section. What was that called again?
Henla Heights.
Henla Heights.
All right, off we go. And you take off. Meeting back up with the rest of the group. Where were you guys off to? You were heading down to True Lake Town.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
To Dr. Professor.
You guys eventually retracing your steps, finding your way back. You're getting pretty familiar with the city by this point.
Yes.
You arrive as the professor seems to be nearby, jotting down notes. You see them approach.
So just like writing, see them approach, writing, check the boat, writing.
No one's really walked past this area. One stray cat kind of wandered by, licked itself, and then fucked off.
I'm gonna go to the group. You guys, stay here. I don't want to blow his cover. All right? I'll go talk to him.
You mean the professor that's standing right there?
Yeah,
That's sitting right there?
He's just sitting right there.
I thought we were not that close.
No, but he's still,
you can see him. He's the only person over here.
he's just like, he's not really under.
It's not the cat.
Per
No,
se.
but he's ow. He's
Sure.
on the. He's in secret.
Sure.
Okay, you guys just wait here
Sure
for a
he is.
second.
Oh, yeah. You want to fight real quick?
Do you?
Kind of.
I'm gonna walk over to the professor. And I'm gonna kind of like.
We're not rolling, but this
Sucker
is definitely
punches.
happening in the background. It's a lot like, oh!
Is he sitting or standing?
I thought we were fighting.
He's
You're sitting?
Yeah.
Is he near a barrel?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind
I'm
of
so sorry.
sneak up by the barrel. And I'm gonna go.
I could have taken my armor off.
You hear and see Ranglin.
Do I see her coming?
I was sneaky.
Yeah, roll stealth check.
I was sneaky. 23.
No, you hear a psst, and you don't know initially where it came from.
Take 6 bludgeoning damage.
No, I'm not taking 6 bludgeoning
punched
damage.
you.
He
I'm like
would
sitting
die.
propped up on the barrel, and I have
I'm
like
unconscious.
one leg like hanging over the side of the dock. I'm just
He fell in the water?
Yep.
Oh! Wolfgang!
I'm gonna
What? He's got it.
Frogman
Yes.
has like a bloody nose.
Ranquin, pull myself out of the
Well,
water.
I was gonna ask how
You did
everything
good.
was going,
He
but
took a hit like a champ.
you fell in the water. How's everything going?
Well, unfortunately, not much has happened during this stakeout. I haven't seen anybody come by.
Hi, Professor.
Greetings.
Hi, Professor.
So, I brought these guys.
Damn.
Yeah, why are we here? What's going on?
He said
Is
that
that the
he
boat?
was lonely.
I never said such a thing.
Did you hear me when I called you?
did.
Well, what are you talking about?
I called. Oh, wait, she said it doesn't work like that. Never mind.
Look, I don't know how much longer you want to stay here and try and find these guys, or if you want to work in shifts. I just thought we'd come check on you.
Well, I'm doing quite all right, and I'm used to doing this kind of work.
Do you need a sandwich?
I mean, I guess I could go for some food right now.
Do
if-
you have sandwiches? I'll
Don't just have them, Wolfgang.
You
have to
offered
go
him,
get
I
them.
figured-
I'm gonna offer to get him a sandwich,
I'll
Wolfgang.
take one.
Do you think I just have sandwiches in my pocket?
I didn't until this moment.
It's really sexist of you, Wolfgang.
Yeah, it is.
A little bit. I own that.
Well, what would you like to eat?
just to.
D&D, where you get sandwich orders.
I guess since we're on the water, some sort of fish sandwich.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, give me one too.
You're coming with me. You're not staying here. You can get your own goddamn sandwich.
Whatever this realm's equivalent of a tuna sandwich is.
Can you
There's
just give
tuna
me
that exists in this world.
Okay, I'll take a tuna
Freshwater
sandwich.
tuna sandwich?
just give me one of whatever he's got. I'm gonna hang out on the water with him. Is that the boat? I'm gonna go look at the boat.
I don't.
Is anyone else hungry? Does anyone want to go with
No,
me?
make him starve. Come stay with us.
Where are you going?
And please don't go look at the boat.
Why not?
I think it's a lot
Because
of people
we've
for a
thoroughly
stakeout.
searched it, and there's nothing more to see. Plus, what if they come around right now and they see someone investigating it?
How long have you been here?
Quite some time.
Almost 2 hours.
2 hours.
So you think in the next 2 minutes they're going to show up?
They could.
This is stupid. I'm bored already.
If you don't want to do this, I'm not asking you to.
She made it sound like you needed us.
Currently, no.
He did tell me that it would be nice to have some company.
I said that if something happened, it would be nice if there was
Well,
backup
then why don't you
nearby.
just stay with him?
Okay.
If he is going to be bored and fidget around, then he doesn't
Oh,
need
I'm
to
definitely
be
going to
here.
be bored.
Oh, bloody hell, I'll stay. Go.
Come on, let's go get that sandwich.
All right.
You're cranky when you haven't eaten.
I am. That is pretty accurate.
Drawing away from this moment, we come back to Kylus.
I'm stopping off at Paula's.
Okay. As you approach the door, it opens before you reach it, and stepping through is a familiar face, Glenn Bastion, who seems to be
Fucking nerd.
walking out,
What's
kind of
your problem with Glenn
reaffixing something
Bastion?
to himself, and he kind of looks and
I make enemies. That's my
Oh.
thing. Yeah, piss people off.
Glenn with 2 ends.
God, I wish I was there.
How are you?
none of your business. That's what the second end's for. He begins walking away.
Push the first end.
Just makes it Glenn. Otherwise,
Are
it's
you
good.
like Glenn talking? Like
Glenn, none of your business.
Well, we did take care of your business, so I suppose you have none to really worry about.
Fuck me.
He stops and turns back. You did. In fact, I haven't forgotten. Nor will I.
I hope not.
The Obsidian Winds is what I'm hearing.
It's the word on the street.
That was like 15 seconds ago.
Word travels fast, guys.
You guys have mentioned that word before.
And we also did shout it in front of us.
This same shop.
The same shop, yeah.
Well then.
Like full goat team.
Yeah, we did.
Seems I have
That was
something to push my people for.
Nothing like a good, well, a little bit of competition to light a fire under their butts.
Sure. Well, you'll be entering the big yikes.
Of course.
So will me. Us.
That's
He's trying so hard.
Glenn!
So will we.
Glenn, you idiot.
I'm sure you'll do swimmingly.
Let's say we make it more interesting. Bit of a personal bet.
Interesting. What do you have in mind?
Make him shave his pubes.
I want something humiliating.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah.
Where was the mustache?
Let's see.
That's disgusting.
Your group disbands. You leave the city. And we hold a parade for it.
Fuck?
The Crimson Cogs will host.
I can't wait to hear our side then.
Now I don't like Glenn.
Certainly do like that. So, how about this? You suckle on each of our big toes. Personally.
We hold a parade for that.
You don't want to see Rangwin's toenails.
She doesn't clip them very
She
often.
doesn't clip her nails very often. That one might be a wee bit sharp.
My tongue.
1 slashing damage.
And your group disbands, and you announce to the entire city that you are a sham. Fake adventurers who can never really get anything done. Too busy sitting on their high horse.
And a 10,000 gold.
And whatever gold you have in your coffers.
Oh,
Big
please,
bet.
That's a
But for
big bet.
being, like, playful, being life altering.
You guys probably don't have enough money,
For what?
but we'll throw that bet in as well. you'll be in debt to us. 25,000 gold.
Oh God.
25,000 gold.
Consider it a loan shark kind of deal.
Well, let's get the verbiage on this deal done right.
Sure.
If we make it farther than you in the competition,
Mm-hmm.
neither of us has to win. We just have to beat the other.
Sure.
Fucking Kyle is off.
And then I think we might have a deal.
On our half.
All right.
25,000 gold, it sounds like.
Back and forth. A parade of humiliation outside of the town and in debt. Do we have a deal?
No.
He doesn't speak for us.
Oh, he speaks for me.
Why the hell not?
You are the worst.
There is a slight sign of respect in there. And he just shakes your hand. All right.
No matter how many magical items you buy, it's not going to help you.
Oh God, I love this.
Wasn't buying anything. Just getting refitted.
Enjoy the day,
She
Glenn.
said for what, your chastity belt?
We don't all need to be singers.
Have a good day, Kylus.
Have a crappy
You too, Glenn.
Be sure to sign up.
Oh, we will. We just have to meet with the council tomorrow.
All right. See you out on the waters.
Yeah, I'm
I'll head
killing
in.
this guy.
And walks away.
I'll rip this guy's arms off and beat him to death.
You head inside. Paola's working on something, but she has a bit of a flusteredness to her.
Sorry to intrude, Paula.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi. You alright?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
How are things with Glenn out there?
Excellent.
Yeah?
What do you need? She's like currently in a spell.
Yeah. I was hoping you could take on a student. I know you're a bit busy right now, but
Yourself?
no.
All right.
Atradain, the Drowning Ridge Tavern. She's the performer there.
Yes.
Triton.
The spell, and she's like, yes, okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. I only spent an hour doing that.
Oh.
Take on a student right now.
Not right now. Just in the future.
What's the future?
After the festival.
That I can do, yes. That's fine. What am I teaching her?
Fundamentals of water magic.
Oh. Sure. Yeah, I should
She
do that.
might have some natural inclination for it now, but I'd like her to become rather adept at it.
Okay. Why?
She's going to be a performer.
Huh.
And I'd like her to be able to use magic to do that.
I don't see why not. So long as she's a licensed caster. I should be fine with that.
I'll find that out shortly.
Her eyes go like, oh, okay. Yes, before I officially say anything to that, find that out.
I would, of course, pay for the lessons as well.
Oh, yes, of course you will.
How much might something like that cost?
I have a lot on my plate right now. Let me think it over. I don't really know what category she falls into. I don't know how adept you mean in adept. And I would be a better judge of that if I could see her and see it for myself. We can talk about that later, though. I have a lot to work on. And I've already had enough of a distraction today.
I just wanted to get the idea churning in your head.
Sure. Sorry if I'm coming off brash.
It's quite alright. Can I help you with that spell?
Do you know how to make protections?
No, I can cast though, so I might be able to assist.
If you're willing to burn some magic, sure. Might speed things up. What circle do you go towards?
Third.
All right. Yes, that will definitely speed things along. Hand on my shoulder, please. You burn the spell slot.
Yeah.
And just these glyphs start just all lighting up as she's enchanting this scroll in this moment. And what seemed like an hour of work got covered in maybe about 5 minutes from being there.
Okay.
Well, yes, that definitely sped things along.
Hopefully that covers my time I took from you.
Just a bit. Is there anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Have a good day, Callus.
Thank you.
Of course.
I know.
All right. Where's everyone going?
I'm headed to the tavern.
All right.
Same. They have sandwiches.
I was figuring we'd find a vendor who's selling fish sandwiches on the docks.
Sure.
Oh, that's probably a better idea, because, yep, okay.
Sandwiches are procured.
What kind of sandwich?
They are
It's not me this time.
a bolt stripe. They're a bolt stripe sandwich.
Is it deep fried?
No.
I
Grilled?
bring the professor his sandwich.
What kind of bread? Never mind.
Oh my god.
Dutch crunch, shut up.
Oh,
Okay.
You're making it so much worse. Okay, I'm gonna
I don't know what you're
I'll
talking
bring the
about.
professor his
camera can't see
sandwich.
What's
that.
happening tonight?
and no, Nest, I'm gonna talk to you.
Everyone runs away faster.
Okay, and then I'm gonna talk to Frognan. Frognan,
Hey,
hi.
what's up?
I was wondering. I mean, I know you don't know your dad like super duper well.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, this is probably not related. So I was talking to the professor, and what do you guys think? I'm gonna talk to both of you because you're together now. What do you two?
us too?
Yeah. Well,
I was talking to the professor, and I was wondering, what if this whole woven place is not even on this plane, but on a different one?
That's a really good sandwich.
That would be interesting.
yeah. I mean, I guess it would make sense. I don't know how big this world is, but if you want to hide something away, other planes can, be harder to detect.
Well, the professor seemed rightfully impressed with my thoughts on that, and so I thought I would regale you with them as well.
Yeah. So regale away.
That's pretty much it.
Oh.
Wow!
No, really good job.
Thank you.
No, she's not condescending at all.
It was just a thought I had. I did not read it as condescending. It was just a thought I had, I don't know much about other planes, but my whole thought was if it's hidden and they've been there and they've been putting stuff in it,
Yeah.
then you'd figured they'd know where it was unless it was moving all the time.
No, I mean, I don't know too much about hopping planes. The most I can ever do is like kind of blinking out of this one and then back in. But even then, it seems pretty instantaneous.
I've heard there's like tons of planes.
Yeah. Well, we know the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
We know the Feywild. I'm sure
We know
there's
the
other.
celestial plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's on one of those.
Totally possible.
We're not trying to find it though, right? We're just trying to keep Victor from finding it.
Well, I mean that's tricky because I've always gone by the thought that knowledge is power, but knowledge can also be stolen. So sometimes if we don't know, it might be safer. But then how can we protect what we don't know about?
Also, Victor can find it literally whenever he wants.
Also, eating a sandwich. There could be weapons there. Just a thought.
Yeah.
So we do want to find it.
I kind of want to find it.
It's nothing I've been able to study that I've been able to have any success with in terms of plane hopping. It's a little beyond my reach right now. But
It's a good thought, though.
yeah.
So what's our plan to get Victor? Do we have one?
Well, he's supposed to be drawn out by the festival.
And does Zeke have a plan for us? Are we Are we gonna talk to him about it, or are we gonna come up
Zeke's
with
the
our own
one
plan?
With the plan to take him down.
Yeah. So
That's what he was telling us.
I think we go. We spend the next couple days finding out whatever we can about what the festival holds for us, so we can prepare properly. You know, there's lots of different things that most of us can do if we have some preparation.
I'm just looking forward to kicking back and watching the festival. I'm so glad I don't have to be in that thing. It sounds like a lot of work.
No, we
Yeah,
were
we're definitely
gonna
in it.
do it.
What?
Teams of 3.
Yeah.
We're doing the festival?
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for that.
You did now.
Oh.
They're part of the hell are we called again?
The
Obsidian Winds.
Obsidian
Yeah.
Winds. Now that you're that, you
We're the
got
Onyx Breeze.
that
Sounds like a fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say she's right. The onyx fart does sound like a fart or whatever.
I mean,
you said.
that's true. I think Keegan made it up, and Kyla's made it up.
Wow.
Oh, God.
What
First
is happening
name drop
tonight?
and you know, that's kind of fart is his
Wait,
element.
so by becoming a guild, we have to participate in this thing?
I think we
No.
get to.
I also think it would be beneficial for us to be there in case.
Yeah, watching, enjoying,
I don't want to watch and
shaking
enjoy.
hands.
I want to be there to stop Victor from showing up and killing Zeeg and taking his seal.
Well, here's how I see it. There's 7 of us basically in the party, right? There's us 6, Kyla's wherever he is, and Victoria.
Who is
I don't know
not
if she's
getting
gonna
out-
be.
She is not going to be combat ready for at least another week or 2.
Yeah. And so we
Whose
need
team
you,
am I
buddy.
on, Nesta?
Well, let's get everyone together and divide up. I think our order of operations, we make our guild tomorrow morning, and then we spend the rest of the entirety of the day just figuring out everything we can to help us plot. Like, is it a race?
Well,
Is
part
it
of-
combat? Is it? I mean, what?
Oh
what-
yeah, Nesta, what is it?
Well, I was going to say tomorrow. I have some plans I have to attend to. We're having Olga's funeral.
Oh no, we're coming with you.
Okay.
We're not gonna leave you alone.
Don't
You do
think
know
we're-
that's going to be happening in the evening in
Mhm.
the light of the full moon.
Yeah,
Don't
it
think
will
we won't be a
later.
part of that.
It'll be later. And then we have the full moon festival, which is fun.
So maybe we have half a day today and then half a day tomorrow before we do that.
Sure.
Is there anything more pressing than finding out about the big yikes?
I don't think so, Professor. Do we wanna just keep a casual eye out for the fish people?
I'll be out here for a while longer. If you all need to go take care of other things, by all means. I'll get some rest at some point, and I will assuredly be there for Orwell's funeral. But I would like to try and gather as much information as I can on this as possible.
Okay.
You've been here for 2 hours.
Yes.
Have you gotten anything?
No.
Okay.
Are you going to be
Do you-
sleuthing?
Do you not understand how research works?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't.
Professor,
Okay, that tells me just
I think
enough.
you should eat your sandwich. You're getting a little cranky.
I've already eaten halfway through my sandwich.
You're not gonna eat it. I will eat the other.
I'm actively eating the sandwich.
just to put it out there.
Question for you, Professor. Are you just waiting to see what happens, or are you going to actively go out in search of it? I might be able to help.
I was thinking if I do see anyone get on the ship and sail out, that I could follow them.
Okay.
I still want to talk about these teams. I call Nesta.
Oh.
I don't.
Well, let's get back in our group and chat about it with the rest of everyone.
We are gonna want to do the best we can to divide ourselves correctly and smartly.
Yeah.
2 casters and a non-caster.
Do we know
We have
when-
4 casters.
Is there a
2 non-casters.
We have 2 casters and 4 non-casters.
We have 3 casters. 1, 2, 3. And 3 non-casters. 1, 2, 3.
Casters versus non-casters.
Yes.
I'm just saying the numbers haven't been accurate yet.
Do we know if there's a deadline to register?
We don't just show up and participate.
No, I'm assuming you have to register.
I thought we were going to talk with the council about that tomorrow at our guild meeting.
You recall reading in the paper that the registry is opened over by the Averilo Library. There was no one over there when
until-
you went last time because it was so late at night.
Yeah,
But
but it's open until.
it didn't state, but you imagine with your level of intelligence, probably up until the festival starts.
Well, it's probably better to get it in sooner rather than later, but we have probably until the festival starts, but we can at least spend the next few days trying to hash out who'd be best paired with what. If we can ideally, if we can figure out anything on what the event actually entails.
Okay.
Okay. So
You
you'll
and
stay
me
here.
separate. Right?
Yes, I mean, we could also do it that way. Pick the two that are most similarly alike and
Well
then
then,
spread them apart.
Frognand and Kyla separate.
I'm not being on a team with Kylas.
Sure.
Well, then it would have to be Nesta on that team.
So
So it would be Kylas, Nesta, and
one of the two of
one of
us.
our dads.
Why? Why can't it be Kyle, Rengwin, Nesta, and Professor?
We can hash this out later.
But then you have no casters.
Yeah, because Kylas and I are both the arcane casters. Is the
Offense
thing.
casters.
Yeah, Kylas and I are arcane casters.
Then I'll go with Frognand and Nesta.
Light.
Oh, thank you.
But
What's
then we
that?
don't have any tanky
So we've
people.
seen her blow things up with radiant light. And
I guess that's a good point.
I think we should have one tanky person, one arcane caster on each team, and then
we're the other two tanks.
We can hash this out
Yeah,
later.
they're the
over
two
a pint.
tanks.
yeah. So we could literally do this side of the table and that side of the table, or we could swap. Let's chat about it on our break. This isn't good theater.
It was
Where are you guys
for
going?
fun a minute.
I'm staying where I'm at.
Sure.
All right. Hey, do well. High five. Boom! Anne's ability, wisdom.
I thought you were gonna like explode him or something.
Yeah. Boom! He's
Fireball.
dead.
He did take the spell.
He's a liar.
Yeah. Enhanced ability, wisdom. Owl's wisdom.
Okay. Where are you all
Okay,
heading
well,
off to?
I'm gonna stay behind because I'm the doctor's assistant, and so I need to assist.
Okay. So we're all heading back to the tavern. Gonna chat about the big yikes.
Sounds good.
Goodbye.
As you're all heading off to your respective locations, we will hop into a break.
Thank God.
Oh my god.
Thank you for hanging out with us. We will see you back here in a moment.
BRB, everybody.
Please
We're
come back.
professional.
Back in it.
Welcome back.
And shenanigans.
We got some of our crazies out.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Crazies make crazies.
We'll see that in a moment, I'm sure, at some point. Bringing us back into
No
this
idea what you're
moment,
talking about.
you guys found yourself at a dock. Nearby, the professor's still sleuthing, but the day is yours without any major agenda.
I have a monocle and a pipe, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Such a vibe.
What would you guys like to be doing? I know Kylos is heading back to the Drowning Roots Tavern. You guys find yourselves on the eastern docks.
Rengwin is staying with
Yes.
the professor.
Well, we gotta go split up the party over a couple drinks, right?
All right. I got you.
All right, you guys head off.
When I said drinks, they said it was too early.
It's at least noon now.
Is there anything you two would like to be doing?
Sandwiches took 3 hours.
I'm just gonna be
Honestly.
staking out this. I'm waiting to see if anybody comes by this boat and interacts with it in any sort of way.
And
Okay.
Rengwin is going to ask a lot of annoying questions. We won't go into it, but she'll make it really hard for
Sure.
him to research.
All right.
So all of his rolls are
As a great assistant does.
She's trying to figure out what her job as an assistant is, so the next time Wolfgang asks, she's not like caught
Okay. Yeah.
silly.
You guys chat the day away, spending some time to grab a little more food maybe later on.
Another fish sandwich. Can we go through the whole process again?
No, we can't.
condiments.
How does Dutch Crunch get made exactly?
In this world.
In this world.
And can we really call it Dutch?
Yeah, right.
And is it a mayonnaise or an aioli?
It's the dwarf. It's the
Is it a
dwarf crunch.
Right back in it.
Oh no.
Anyway, Dominic,
Wow.
you can't encourage this.
Yeah, no, I really can't.
That's on you, buddy. That was
Yeah.
on
You're
you.
the teacher.
That's on me. Okay. Moving to the Drowning Druid's Tavern.
Give me an inch and I'll take a light year.
You finish your conversation with Atrodane, essentially
That works,
learning
that's the
that
distance.
she's ready for a performance, has bangles that she can use to summon and control water for a temporary period of time,
Okay.
but has an idea of what she wants to do with it.
All right. I'll be swimming around in the pool while I wait for these losers to arrive.
Sure. You three eventually open. Oh, this is a weird door opening sound. Walk on through the space. The Drowning Roots Tavern is at your disposal. By this point, it's nearing 12 o'clock.
What are we arguing? Oh, you're not there.
Yeah.
What are we arguing about as we walk through the
She's not there.
I'm not there either.
I wouldn't be arguing with either of
I'm a
you.
loser, baby.
You guys walk in and you see Kylus is in the tank swimming around.
Is it sanitary up there?
Can't
Waves.
You want to see something funny?
Can't you just fix it if it isn't?
I'll tell him to pull him, so he shoves his face right into the, the tank.
It's like the reverse of knocking on a fish tank.
You okay, Kai?
Wow, what happened? That was crazy.
You alright, buddy?
Swims up.
I feel you, but
Whoops.
Necromancy's forbidden.
Kylus just comes down like holding his nose, like, just like in shorts.
short.
Is it broken?
It gives you
No.
a rugged look. You're like a...
Do you want me to break it for you?
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay. The offer's on the table.
Wow.
Well, now that we got that out of the way, we have some news.
What's up?
And I'm really happy that the two people that really don't like me aren't here.
You want me to get it?
God, that's great.
No, let's not. Let's bring you lot in first, and then
You're so good.
hopefully we can, as a unit, some solidarity. We could convince them otherwise.
What'd you do?
So.
Oh no.
2 so's. This is going real well so far.
No.
All right. You remember Glenn with 2 N's?
Yeah, that stupid son of a bitch. Yeah, what
Yep.
about him?
I do. So, glad you do too. We're all here, and I did something.
Did you fight him?
Did you kill him?
Did you kill him?
No, I
Did
did.
you get a
I did think about it. Instead, we made a wager for the Geyser Festival,
Oh,
Uh-huh.
super cool. Yeah, like 10
Wait.
gold or something like that.
like 25,000 gold.
No, but seriously.
Funding grows.
What happened? What'd you do?
Nosebleeds.
I made a wager for 25,000 gold.
Who's
So-
got 25,000 gold?
Yeah, so what did we put up? 'Cause
They
we
do.
can't put that up.
There were a few other stipulations in the deal. So if we lose, we'll be shamed by the city and them, and asked to leave.
Like never to return, or can we come back tomorrow?
I mean, we can return, I'm sure, but
That's not part of the.
it's a bit of a smear campaign.
Oh, so they just talk some shit about us and.
Yeah, they really just want to humiliate us.
But you made the deal, right? Not us. So they're just going to talk shit about you.
No, actually, our soon-to-be organization made the deal, so I brought all of us into it. And when we win, all of us can share in the gold.
But.
25,000 gold.
And we put our own. What did we put up against it? I don't quite understand. Just our reputation. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, well,
We don't have a reputation.
we don't
right?
exactly have 25,000 gold, so we'd kind of be like indentured into the Crimson
Oh,
Fogs.
so it basically
We'd-
be like everything we fought against
Yeah, we'd-
back in Voxstrom.
Pretty much.
I take my sword and I shove it into the wall.
Alright.
Wolfgang's kind of. I'm gonna let this play out.
What the fuck? Did it not occur to you that maybe some of us live here and have a reputation to uphold?
I really didn't think that. It's rather sharp. I really didn't think this would be much of an issue. They're pretty shitty fighters and pretty shitty at their job, so I figured that maybe we would Could you just loosen it a little bit?
I'll push harder.
I figured that we could just knock it out of the park.
So you made this big wager. You must know at least what the contest is about.
I'll pull back.
The deal was that we just have to get farther than them in the Geyser Festival.
Right, and what do we do in the festival? You made the deal, so you must be kind of confident about like what kind of tasks we have to undertake as part of it.
I mean, look at everything we've done. We flew out of a city on the back of a dragon. I think we could handle this.
I mean, but also this city takes place on a lake, and I don't think any of us have ever like driven a ship before.
We did I'm not there, but we did the other day.
Kyle also kind of put his finger on the blade and like push it down. Am I the only one here that has faith in us?
No, I think we're gonna fucking annihilate these guys. But
Here's the thing. I am all about this no guts, no glory. I just feel bad about like putting Nesta into it. Because if we lose everything, fuck it. I don't care. There's other cities. But this
Look,
is her
I
home.
did make one other stipulation. If they lose, they have to announce to the city that they are a sham and that they never actually meant to help anyone here. And that will get some of the riffraff out of the city,
all right.
which I think would benefit you and the citizens here.
Oh, thank you. I can tell you were really doing this to help me out.
Precisely what I was thinking of.
So, what are you thinking?
That doesn't involve you murdering Kylas.
I mean, it
But not a
could.
lot.
Come
Thinking
on,
I'm
Ness.
upset that we put our faith in you, and I'll walk away.
Right, fine. Well, you two, how do you feel about it? How do you
I'm
feel?
really excited, but I'm just nervous for Nesta.
Here's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's go kill them now. Then they don't have the ability to win this.
Are they bad people, though? Or are they just losers?
When does he switch from lawful good to lawful neutral?
What was your oath
they're-
again?
More like guidelines,
Glory.
anyways.
Oh, glory, fine. Yeah, okay, that's great then.
I mean,
I think they're just losers. I mean, they couldn't even handle those fish, and that was the easy part of our task.
that was the easy part. I kind of think it's not going to be a big deal. But do we... When you made this stipulation, he knows the 6 of us, right?
Yes.
Do we know them?
Not really.
So what are the chances that they play this fair? I.e., what are the chances they don't bring in ringers?
Probably very slim, but I still think we can handle it.
Okay.
So we gotta figure out what the heck this contest is then. See if there's like if it's like a triathlon or what. We have a lot of those where I'm from.
We were going to enter anyways, right? This just kind of ups the stakes and the reward.
Maybe
Should
should.
be like a fishing contest.
I'm not opposed to going and doing some recon work.
Yeah, I'll go do some recon work.
I mean, you're awesome. Don't get me wrong.
I think our ideas of recon work are a little different.
Probably.
And I do swear to put in at least 90%.
Well, that's about 85% better than you usually put in, so...
What if here's my one thing I'm nervous about. Are you completely gone?
I'm left the building. Actually.
I just don't want to risk Nesta. The rest of us, we could leave and never come back. But she has real stakes in this. Is there any way we can protect her?
It kind of sounds like no.
We could. We come up with a second group name. The second party enters under that name. And only one enters as the Obsidian Winds.
Okay. That's not a bad idea. I mean,
And myself and anyone willing to take on the risk could join me on my team. But we don't split the gold if we win.
So here's the deal. I'll join you.
Fuck you!
I'll join you, and I'm willing to risk my name to protect her. But we should split the gold. We are a party, even if...
No matter what, we're splitting the gold. I don't care what he says.
Alright, fine. I'm outnumbered here.
You very much are.
So I know that the people that control us spoke on their break about a certain construction of the parties.
What in the fuck are you talking about? Did you just took 5 points of psychedelic?
I took 5 points of psychedelic. Foaming at mouth.
But I kind of feel like maybe I should be on a team with you two, and then have the other 3 be on a team. Then they still have a caster, a stealther, and a tank. And we are the people that I guess are going to be the evil ones.
All right, well, pump the brakes there. Evil.
Yeah, I don't know about the evil thing.
We're definitely not the good ones.
I don't know.
We're definitely not lawful. We're
Wait.
at the very least chaotic neutral.
I prefer eccentric.
What are you even talking about? Look, we go to their hideout, or their lair, or whatever it might be.
We're not killing them, all right?
Well, then maybe we...
We're not maiming them. We're not
I
crippling
could
them.
go with you if you wanted to cause a distraction in some kind of brute forcey way that you do well. Maybe challenge Glenn. I could slip in the back and do some recon.
Could you poison them?
Probably.
Not like to kill them, but like, you know,
All right, how about
stomach issues.
Probably.
this? Actually, is a perfect segue into my second point.
There's another point.
Yes.
Fuck.
How do you both feel about performing in the Geyser Festival? Are any of you musically inclined?
Yeah, totally. Let me sing you the song of my people.
Sure, do it right now.
My mother once said to
Anyways,
me, "Roger."
I don't know why, but I was waiting for like your throat to just and you were like frog croak singing.
I think I rolled about a 3 on a die, probably. I didn't even roll it, but that's what I'm giving myself.
You know what? It's a strong foundation. And you know what? We can only go up from there.
yeah, I can't help you there.
Okay.
Right, well, you're big and muscly. Would you mind taking your shirt off?
Jesus.
We may have to shave you, but...
Yeah.
Holy
You're not shaving me, but I'll take my shirt off.
I could do my web spell and then just tear it off.
Live for one night only, the waxing of a man.
I don't know if you have enough castings of that spell to really get all right.
I'll upcast it. I don't care.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
What?
do you think only 3 of us having the moniker of the Obsidian Winds is going to make the difference and work for the deal that you just made? It sounds to me like you made a handshake deal, right?
Yes.
Do you have any witnesses?
Nope. Just the 2 of us. What? Paolo might have heard something.
What's to stop him from not following through?
Nothing. Except his word.
What's to stop us from not following through?
Nothing.
This feels like
I'm just saying, if they don't follow through,
then we kill them.
sure, why not?
I'm not here.
You aren't here, moral compass.
Well, maybe tonight we go find out what our competition looks like.
We could do it after the full moon. You know?
Is that tomorrow?
Yes.
Why don't
Tomorrow
we?
night.
Why? My thoughts is the night before the contest, we go over there and we see what we can see.
Okie dokie.
All right.
So be honest. You think I could take Glenn?
I think so.
I think his second
Very
N stands for,
easily.
like, not a fighter.
Yeah, you hesitated there.
I thought it was pretty self-explanatory, and I didn't know you needed me to stroke your ego like that. But I will if you like me to.
Give him a good stroke.
This conversation makes me feel like I'm having a stroke.
Me too.
I think the little fella could take him.
I'm heading to the Crimson Cogs.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh no.
You know where they're oriented. They stay in their hideout, the factory. Not really a hideout. Everyone knows where they are. Okay. As we pull away from this moment, Nesta, you are. Everyone's just. It's like, oh my god, get out of her way. Before you eventually come to the hideout of the factory, which functions in and of itself as a factory of production. Mainly smelting down of different ores or irons. Not that there's a mine within the area, but they seem to have some sort of trade deal set up in terms of the production and refinement of different metals. A nice steam smokestack is coming through. And as you step up, there's 2 cogs who are standing there and just, oi, 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 oi. What's up?
Yes, hello. I'm Nesta Claiborne.
Yeah, I know.
Right. I'm coming as a representative of my group, and I request an audience with Glenn Bastion.
She's so official. He's fucking going in.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He'll probably be up on the second story.
Thank you.
Don't cause trouble.
Okay.
We'll kick your ass.
Thank you very much. Got that.
As you step through the doors, you see this massive industrial space. But off into like the right-hand corner, there's like couches and furniture set up for like kind of this lounge hangout area. It's a very rough and rowdy space.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like an industrial Lost Boys kind of thing.
Cool.
There's these rafters hanging above you with
Peter Pan Lost Boys, not the vampires.
Yes, Peter
Got
Pan
it,
Lost
okay.
Boys, not Lost Boys, the vampires.
Got it.
Way too cool for them.
Up above is a metallic catwalk area. You head up, moving around, and there's just this kind of lounge area that Glenn seems to find himself in. He's just kind of furrowed browed, drinking something out of a cup before he eventually sees you and just... Nesta?
Bastion.
Claiborne? Sure. What do you want?
Look, I think we got off on the wrong foot down at the docks the other day.
So he told you.
In fact, he did. I want you to know that he is not a representative for the group. In fact, if it comes to leadership, he's way down at the bottom of that totem.
Has any of that been officially established by the guild?
In fact, it will be tomorrow.
Will be doesn't sound like today, though. So who's to say that he's not? And we shook hands. You're gonna go back on that?
I'm sorry.
Ignore your leader?
Glenn.
Kill him.
Now I'm okay with this guy.
House's deal's looking a lot better,
buddy,
isn't it?
I'm trying to help you out here.
Oh.
Yeah, proud men love that.
Hylas starts a hole and Nesta digs it deeper.
Okay, look, again, I think we got off on the wrong foot. I'm trying to be your friend. I think we could be stronger if our organizations worked together. And immediately pitting us against each other in this way, I think it's not really beneficial to the community as a whole.
Really?
Really?
So you're the leader?
Indeed I am.
Roll a persuasion check.
Fuck. 7.
Nesta. It is not my fault that someone else got you wrapped into a mess that you now can't solve. What am I supposed to do? Go back on my word? I know you don't think much of me. I know most of you don't think much of me.
No,
I don't think I didn't get to this spot by doing some good.
No, I believe you. I do. I think you are a strong leader. I like what you've done with the group. I like what you've done with the place. It's very industrial. But I think the beneficiary... Sorry. It's more beneficial if we work together. Making enemies of each other isn't going to solve anything. Frankly, I'm a member of this city. They're not.
Sure.
I have more at stake here.
So will you not compete then?
Of course I'm going to compete.
I'm not going back on my word.
Can we adjust it then?
Roll a persuasion check.
Attack me. 8.
Yeah, we can adjust it. If you can prove that you can fight for that adjustment. And he kind of grips his sword.
Kill him.
1-on-1, you and me.
Fucking go.
You have to sword that means that is
Leader
on the
versus leader, right?
Fucking kill him.
You're on, motherfucker.
Got him. So
table. Let's do this. Head on downstairs. We'll get the ring set up.
You grabbed his sword. That means magic's on the table.
How is it fair that none of us are here for that? That's not fair at all.
Because she stormed off.
Sorry.
I don't know. It's
I
pretty
don't
hot.
get to see.
Fucking all out.
See?
What new spell?
It's not
Well, I
right.
mean, we're
Only a
we're
healing
still
one.
on a stakeout.
I know.
So you wanted to stay with the professor, even though everyone says he's boring.
Because you're my
Your
best
class
friend.
Hey, Wolfgang likes the professor.
No, not right now.
No, what he's doing is boring. He's not boring.
That's what I meant.
Sitting here waiting for nothing? Nah.
We're gonna see something cool. You just wait.
Do it.
We won't really be busting out a map. There won't be too much terrain to have to be
Check the
concerned
jack.
about. But everyone starts creating a circle around this space, and everyone's bringing in these metal bars, and they're kind of like tapping them on the ground as you guys all start to cluster into the center of this space. Glenn heads down to the center, his shield in his left arm, pulls out a long sword in the other hand, kind of whipping it around, takes a few swings, and hunkers down. And his sword lights on fire.
I want to kill this guy.
Okay.
I want a sword. You can have a
Let's see
shield.
what
I'll have
you
a
can
sword.
do.
Take a sword.
Oh, now you're into it, huh?
I'm going to
Initiative.
activate Twilight Sanctuary.
Yep. Well, initiative first,
Sorry.
and then we'll have rounds. D12.
Right, D12.
Oh, he gets to activate his sword, but she can't
You have
activate
advantage.
something.
You have advantage, Britt.
His is a bonus
10.
action, not an action.
Is Twilight Sanctuary an
10.
action?
Spiritual weapons a bonus action.
That's true, it is.
Yeah, you could if you want to.
Do it.
16.
You can get spiritual weapon active right
yeah,
now.
I'll get it open
Okay.
right now.
What'd you get?
16.
Yeah, you beat him. All right, you're up
Fuck.
first.
Fight.
Alrighty, baby.
Do it.
What do I do?
Go fucking big.
I know, I
Yeah.
want to
Go
go big. I
huge.
want to go
Third
real
level,
big.
man. Just bust it
Yeah,
out.
you're pissed
Lay
off
that
right
bitch
now.
out.
You're gonna fucking lay that bitch out.
If you wanted to.
Spirit Guardians.
Kills everybody in the room.
Everyone like backs up just to get out of the space, and your celestial angels begin to storm around the space. That purplish energy beginning to appear behind you.
And then Spiritual Weapon is bonus action.
Yeah, which you got
Oh,
right,
right,
before
right,
that,
that was
that
up,
moment
yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
So,
So on your turn, you could swing if you'd like to.
excellent, I will swing.
Yes, roll to hit.
14.
Misses. He takes it, tosses it backwards, and he will ram riposte. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 21.
21, you succeed, so half damage. 2, 8, 10, and 11. Cut in half to 5 points of thunder damage. As this energy form of a ram erupts from the shield, and just the concussive force of it just rattles in your ears a bit, but you shrug it off pretty well. You feel like you didn't just go deaf there.
The ram is an interesting touch.
I earned these. He runs up to you. I believe on his turn he has to make a save in Spirit Guardians.
Yes.
Yes.
Start of his
Constitution?
turn.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
So roll your 3d6 either way, because he's
That is an 18.
3d8, I should say.
Sorry, what was that?
18 to save?
Oh, for Spirit Guardians?
Mhm.
Yes.
Half damage.
Yours is 15.
15.
But he still takes half damage.
But you stay
I
captive.
still take half damage. Yep.
Which will be 6,
9.
So
So
9
half to
points.
4.
Half to 4.
You fucking got this.
you guys are just cute.
All right. He kind of takes it, runs up to you, and will load all 3 of his attacks.
3 attacks. Oh.
Fighter.
That is an 18 to hit.
May not be fucking
my AC.
Yep, that
Also
deals damage.
always have,
It's one-handed.
I'll save it for
It's 3. It's
Do you have resistance to fire?
necrotic radiant.
Yeah. That will be 8 points of slashing damage. Whew. Okay. Max and then minimal. 7 points of fire damage on top of it. Second attack coming in.
So that's 15 damage total?
15.
That is a 19, and he is a champion fire, so he crits.
Ooh, silvery barbs.
Oh, good move.
nice.
That's a 16 plus 8, so 24? Yeah,
So hit, but it's
24.
not a crit.
Yeah.
At least it's not a crit, especially with that weapon. That is 6 points of slashing damage. And another 7 points of fire damage. Third attack. Swinging in. That's only 16 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. Deflecting off, he'll action surge. That is a 26 to hit.
Hits.
That is 10 points of slashing damage. Followed by 8 points of fire.
18 total.
Thank you.
Second swing coming in. Natural 20.
And you don't have a.
That's 8 maxed out, plus 4, for a total of 12 there. Plus 12 from the fire damage, that's 24. Now I roll.
Fucking hell.
24, 31.
All right, fuck it. I'm unconscious. I'm unconscious.
Jesus.
Damn it.
He, as darkness surrounds you, and
Damn.
a moment passes before you wake up. You are back to 1 HP.
Literally in one turn.
Action surge.
Fighter's gonna fight.
We know what this
The blade is gone, and on his face he has a look of concern. And he's like got you picked up by the shoulders. He's just Nesta. Okay. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get her a seat? Something, refreshment?
Thank
He
you.
pulls you up.
Appreciate. Good fight. Glad. Fuck.
A seat is brought over for you, and you are sat down, a little burned, beaten,
Uh-huh.
battered, and slashed up. He puts his shield back, and he's just like,
Okay,
I'm sorry, I got a little heated.
I understand. Where'd you learn to fight like that?
Academy. I was fed on a silver spoon for quite some time, and I kind of got sick of it, so I just decided to strike out and do my own thing. I had my fair share of fights.
Well, it's paid off surely, I'm sure. I'll drink a big glass of water.
You take a big gulp, and it is rum.
Oh.
It is alcohol.
Oh.
Aha! Hey!
Okay.
I'm far from the temple.
That was some crazy shit you pulled out of there. You had some fucking angels flying around. What was that shit?
Oh, that's my spiritual guardians. They come and help me, and my sword kind of like hobbles over, then disappears. A lot of good it did me.
I mean, I've never seen eye to eye with the prisms necessarily, but that was pretty cool.
Thank you. Yours too.
Yeah, well, I mean, take the fire away from my sword, I'm not as strong
No, it
as
was
some others, but
it was impressive, really.
thank you.
Look, I
Can I go first?
please.
I'm sorry. I got heated. I felt like I had a reputation to defend. I'm not trying to kick you out of your city.
Thank you. I
Imagine
appreciate
if
you
someone's
saying
making fun of your name
that.
all
No,
the time.
I do.
Literally all it is to it.
No, Glenn. No, it's not a weird name. My name's Nesta Claiborne.
Oh no. In a world full of magic, it kind of feels like it fits.
Thank you.
Bit of a meta conversation.
Just a little.
You're one to talk.
Okay.
Should be
So
the name of this episode.
you sufficiently whooped my ass. We can agree on that.
Sure.
I just, I know I'm not quite a leader yet, but from one seeming leader to an actual leader, I want you to know that this all came from a place of wanting to protect my friends.
Yeah, I believe it.
And you want to protect your people?
Yeah. Most of these fuckers, but some of them are idiots.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
But what?
Hey, maybe you are a leader.
I mean, what? Is there anything we can
Stop
do
lying.
to?
We won't run you out of town. Maybe a bit of humiliating, but we're not going to permanently kick you out of this place. We don't have that authority. I'm not a council member.
Thank you.
Some
Listen.
friendly rivalry. We don't have to work side by side, but maybe we can spur each other on.
Now that's a deal I can get behind. Especially if you could make the one who made the deal with you regret his words.
That I have no problem with.
And I'll shake his hand.
He shakes your hand. Yeah! Across the table. You just hear kum kum kum, the clanking of metal pipes on the ground. Something was struck
World,
here.
all right, let's go.
You make it this way.
You're allowed to hang out as long as you need
I'll
to
stay
here.
with these guys.
Sure, yeah. They're rough and tumble. They're having a good time. If they had a pool table, they'd be
I love
they'd
it.
be going at it.
Maybe there's a little more Lost Boys.
Maybe it is. And as we kind of fade out of that moment, Professor and Ringwin. It's getting pretty late.
So where did you study again?
She has been talking for 4 hours. You thought only you could do this.
It's called the Bright Seed Academy. It's in Mystalia. That's where I'm from as far as the material plane goes.
Is everybody there as smart as you are?
There are a number of astute professors and scholars there. I like to say that I hold myself in high esteem there.
Have you ever met someone smarter than you?
Difficult to say, as there are certainly others that are more knowledgeable in aspects that I am not.
Yeah, but like, is there anyone knowledgeable about all the aspects that you? Because you have a lot of aspects.
I like to think that I am one of the leading minds when it comes to the history of wars and battle.
Cool. So you'll teach me all that stuff?
If you'd like, certainly. I'll never turn down teaching a pupil.
What's the Feywild like?
Oh, it's a very different place than material plane. Very vibrant and chaotic, rather.
Sounds weird.
It's very weird. Things literally do not work the same as it does here. I mean, it took me quite a while to even fully do the math to realize that I'm the age that I am as far as material plane years go. Time works differently, depending on how long you're there and when or if you leave and at what time.
That makes so much sense because I bet when you're talking, when you're in the Feywild, it like does not seem long at all.
Okay, not quite like that.
Oh.
Time still feels the same when you're actively there, but when you leave or come to, there's a distortion when you're going through the planes.
Does it feel weird?
Depends on the method.
What does that mean?
There's multiple ways in and out of a place. Some are more violent and chaotic than others.
Do you think we'll see that crazy lady and that guy with the cloak at all? Or should we call it a night? A day?
I certainly hope so. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but
It's like 4:48 at this point.
in the afternoon.
Mhm.
Oh, that's plenty of time. I'm planning to stay until nightfall.
Do you want me to stay here too?
Ringwin, I know that this type of work is not cut out for everyone, and if you feel the need to leave, that this is not interest you enough, I understand. I take no offense to it.
Professor, I'm cut out for anything. But I do kind of want a drink. So I'm going to let you hang out here. Thanks for answering all my questions. I will assist you later.
May I ask you just one question before you leave, Ringwin?
Of course.
Where were you born?
Huh?
Where were you born?
Thumb pressure in the back of your head, Professor.
No, I still don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Just, who knows, thought maybe it could have just spurred in the moment.
Hold on, I'll think about it one more time. Nothing.
Go enjoy your drink, Ringwin.
Okay, bye! And she'll go to the drowning root.
Drowning Roots Tavern. As you're walking along, please make me a perception check real quick.
Okay. 7!
7.
You don't have any addition?
Nope. Perception? I do not. Do you think she does?
Walking along, you're taking a bit of time, kind of strolling about, enjoying the weather. It's starting to cool off a little bit, but it's still plenty warm outside. And you swear off in the corner of your vision you see someone turn around. Someone see you and, like, walk away.
Walk away from me?
Yeah, they, like, turned around the corner, the edge of a cloak whipping by.
I'm gonna go after that.
Okay. You head down that alleyway. Are you sneaking, or
Yes.
roll a
I
stealth
am
check?
stealthing. 20. Dirty.
Filthy.
You slide up against the wall, peeking around the corner, an individual, maybe 5'8", 5'9" or so. Hood is up, long cloak, completely blackened. You can't see them from this vantage point, but they're just walking. They seem hurried,
I'm gonna follow them. See where they're going.
following around. I would like one more stealth check.
14.
Okay. You continue walking, moving about, hopping from barrel to barrel, and they turn around another corner quickly. And as you sneak up and turn around, you see, as you go around the corner, someone staring right at you. A woman, kind of this palish bluish skin, with bright white hair, these deep-set black eyes. Still an iris in there, but whatever coloration is there, it's darkened. And as you're looking at them, everything starts to get a little hazy. And there's, what are you following me for?
What? No. Oh God. No, I wasn't following you. I are you okay?
I'm fine. What are you looking for?
Well, I thought I'm sorry. I was following you, but I thought you were someone
There's
that I
a
knew.
ringing in your left ear.
I thought you were someone else. I'm sorry.
She starts to move her mouth, but you can't hear anything. And your vision starts to get a little fuzzy, a little hazy.
I just, with my psychic connection to the professor, I kind of reach out and I just go, Professor!
Before you fall unconscious. Very suddenly. And you find yourself floating in that darkness. And flashing backwards, you find yourself on this worn platform around you. These kind of like floating spirits nearby of ice. Kind of cackling, giggling at you, and standing right in front of you is that same individual, though no cloak, adorned in different armors, wielding some knives at their side. Rangwin, could I have you describe your character for me, please?
Excuse me?
Could I have you describe your character for me, please?
She is a Gitzerai.
Not in this form, she's not.
Wait, what?
Huh? Okay. She is a young woman.
Mhm.
Her skin is white. She she has greenish hair with a white streak through it. She still has some pointy ears. And I don't know, she's still about the same size. She's still got that ass though.
She's still
Obviously.
With a bit of booty.
Should I just say it?
Sure.
She's a changeling.
Son of a bitch.
It's interesting what form changelings take when they lose their memories.
Hot damn.
What?
And as this individual kind of tosses these knives back and forth, she's, well, if you're going to work for our mother, you're going to have to prove that you can outbeat one of us. At least one of us. I'm not about to train you if you're just going to fall flat, all right? I want to see what you're actually made of. Show us what you can do.
Fine.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Nice, very
What the
nice.
I know it's a short episode, but we're going into a flashback.
Cliffhanger.
We're going to build a memory right here on this table.
Did not see that coming.
Ranguin the Changeling
I
with
have some,
new
I have,
art, and
I
I will
have
send
an
that to
art.
you.
No
We
way.
have art for her already.
Shut up!
Yeah.
This was established from the beginning. She was always a
Yo,
changeling.
you're so sneaky.
The long con, people.
Long
That's why she didn't use a
Jesus.
single Gith ability, and it's why she's a custom lineage.
Nice.
So cool. I can't wait to see the art.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pull it up right now.
I will.
Well, we'll show it off camera. I will pop up in today's episode as well. We'll make sure that happens somehow.
Yeah, it should be the last
Yeah, and
one
we'll
that
get
pops up
all
when we
the
go to
cards
break.
updated. Thank you all so much for hanging in with us. I really wanted to get to this reveal.
So cool.
We've been sitting on this for a really long time. Yeah. Be sure to check us out on all of our socials. 20
I was like
Chronicles.
reeling still.
across all platforms.
Frantically note-taking.
And we will see you all same time, same place. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And shenanigans.
Have a good night.
So much shenanigans.
Fucking A.